Hello, my most amazing artists. How are you today? I hope that you said you are ready to create, because today you got to choose your own adventure. You got to choose either how to learn how to draw a princess or how to draw a knight. If you are on this video, that means that you wanted to learn how to draw a princess. So let's get started. Here is our beautiful princess that we're going to learn how to draw. So today I am going to be using a Sharpie and watercolors. Now, I use a Sharpie because if you use watercolors, you have to use a permanent marker. Otherwise, the watercolors will wash the color away. But if you don't have watercolors at home, or you don't want to use watercolors for this particular activity, that is totally fine and totally up to you. All you need is a drawing utensil, something to outline your lines with, either a pen, pencil, marker, colored pencil, or crayon, and you need some sort of colors to fill in your background and the details of your art piece. So that could be crayons, colored pencils, markers, or you could use watercolors just like me. So to get started, you're gonna need a blank sheet of paper. So we're gonna put it in front of us, tall ways, up and down, just like this picture right here. And I'm gonna get my Sharpie. I want you to get whatever drawing material you plan on using for this art activity and get ready. Now, I wanna remind you that if I'm moving too fast or you miss a step, you can always pause the video to catch up to whatever step I'm on, or you can rewind the video to rewatch certain parts if they were a little bit confusing for you. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So at the top middle part of the page, so we're about probably 4 fingers down from the top of the middle of the page, we are going to draw kind of a upside down U shape, or kind of a sad face shape. So that's what we're gonna start with. And we're gonna do some jagged edged kind of triangle zigzag shapes. Looks kind of like an M. We're gonna do 2 of those. And then we're gonna do one big tall one in the middle of those. And then again, we're gonna do 2 little triangles like that. That is the crown of our princess. Now we're gonna go a little bit farther down from where our crown ends, probably like 2 fingers worth, a little bit of space in between it. And we are going to do kind of a U shape, kind of a boxy U, almost like a bottom of a square, but with rounded corners, just like that. Then we're going to do some kind of curvy lines that kind of almost look like a cloud, how you would draw a cloud. We're going to go like curvy line. It's like just like a little U shape, U shape, U shape, U shape, just like that. Then we're going to draw 2 little circles or 2 little dots. And we're going to draw a little smiley face with 2 curved lines on top for the lips. And we're gonna do a line in the middle to separate them. So we have our face and our crown of our little princess. Okay, next we're gonna do 2 parallel straight lines. Parallel means the lines are right next to each other for our neck. Then we are going to take some space from there and we are going to draw a curved line. So you don't want it to connect to the neck. You want probably like a finger's worth of space in between that. So we're gonna draw a little slightly curved line, kind of a straight line that's about as wide or a little less wide than the head. And we're gonna draw 2 parallel lines, which again are 2 lines that are running right next to each other, down, just like that. So it almost looks like the top of a rectangle or a square. but the bottom part is gonna kind of look like a triangle. We're gonna draw 2 diagonal lines that connect in the middle. Then from the corners right here, our little corners of that, we're gonna draw a big curved line all the way to the bottom of our page. Big curved line all the way to the bottom of our page. Remember, if you're confused or you need to catch up, just pause the video or rewind to watch a different part again. And from the corners right here, these corners of the top part of our little rectangle-ish shape, we're gonna do another curved line that goes down and meets this line right here. So curved line that meets down like this. So this kind of looks like part of a circle, this line right here. And then we're gonna do a little C shape right there. Little C shape, a little bit far away from that line right there. And we're gonna take the edge of that little C shape and we're gonna connect it to that top line that was the neck. So we're gonna connect those lines. And as you can see, now we have our shoulders and arms of our princess. Next, what we're going to do is we're gonna give her some big, cloudy looking shape hair. So we're gonna start up at the top and we're gonna do those same cloudish lines that are just like those, almost like a C shape over and over. And we're gonna connect that to our princess. Then we're gonna add some details to her dress. We're gonna add a straight line down the middle. And we're gonna add some curvy lines to the side. I'm doing 2 on each side so that her dress has stripes in it and has different colors. And now we've created the outline for our beautiful princess. Now we've pretty much created a coloring book page for ourselves where we have all these beautiful outlines and now we get to fill the inside with color. So you do not have to copy what colors I use. This is your masterpiece. You are in charge of it and you can pick whatever colors that you want to. You can change any color, hair, dress, skin color, background. It's totally up to you. But if you want to copy what I'm doing, that is fine as well. Now, like I said, I'm going to be using watercolors to color in my masterpiece, but you guys may use crayons, markers, or colored pencils, or any other type of color that you have available to you at your house. So let's go ahead and get started. I made my last princess she had blonde hair and a purple dress, but I think I'm gonna switch this one up and have it be a little bit different. So that's the fun thing. We can switch it up and have our princesses look however we want. I think I'm going to do, I wanna like mix black and brown and do some really dark hair. So I'm gonna mix up some colors right here on the edge of my little tray. I'm mixing black and brown. So I have a beautiful dark hair color. It's black, but not quite. Oops, I accidentally just dipped into the blue. That's gonna make that color a little interesting. Oh well, that's okay. There we go. That's the rich color I was looking for. And you don't have to copy me. You can use whatever colors you want. And as you can see, I'm really taking my time here to color inside the lines because that's what we want to do. We made these beautiful lines and we just want to try to stay inside them to make our art piece as beautiful as possible as we create our princesses. And their unique features. That's what I really like about these types of drawings is we can all have our princesses look different and unique. We can make them look like us. We can make them look like people we know, or we can make them look made up, like someone we've never met before. That's the beautiful part about how creative we can be in art. We can make things look however we want. And I'm just taking my time, painting her colors. And as you're filling this in, maybe your hand's getting tired. That's okay, just keep persevering. We're building up those art muscles. We gotta get our hands nice and strong so that drawing and painting and coloring things in just gets easier and easier and easier. Beautiful, look at that beautiful dark hair. I love it. And I love how different they already look, even though it's the same drawing. I think that's so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna do my crown next. I think I'm gonna do a yellow crown because that is like a classic color of a crown. Just a bright yellow, like a gold crown. I'm gonna do a bright, beautiful gold crown. Looks so nice. I like that the color of my crown, it stands out against the hair color because it's such opposite colors. Like as we can see on this crown, I decided to go with a purple one because I did blonde hair. So a yellow crown wouldn't have looked as nice in that one. So we got to think about that when we're choosing our colors. Okay, so next, I'm gonna fill in the lips just a little because they're very small. Just a red color. You could do like a red or pink lip. Up to you what you want your princess to look like. And next I'm going to do my skin color. How you can make skin color with watercolors is you can use the brown color and just add different amounts of water. If you add a lot of water to brown, you're gonna get this really light peachy color like I did with this princess. Or you can use any color, any skin color that you choose with a colored pencil or a crayon. But you can pick your color and you just add different amounts of water, and it gives you a lighter or a darker complexion for your princess. But like I said, you can achieve the same effect with a crayon by, like, if you press really hard, it's going to be darker, and if you press really light, it's going to be lighter. Same thing with watercolors. Lots of water, your color will be lighter. A little bit of water, your color will be darker. So we have two princesses that look very different but are both so beautiful. And I'm gonna add a tiny bit of red and water to give her some rosy cheeks. I'm gonna tap that with my finger to make it a little lighter, but she'll have some nice rosy cheeks, just like this one that I did over here with the cute little rosy cheeks. Okay, so now time to pick the color of the dress. I think I'm gonna go with red for this beautiful dress. I think that'll look really nice. And I think we're gonna do red and yellow stripes on the bottom. But remember, you don't have to copy mine. You can do whatever you want because it's your beautiful masterpiece. And you got to choose your adventure today. You got to choose whether you wanted to draw a knight or a princess. And now you get to choose all the colors inside these beautiful little drawing pages that we have created for ourselves. So I'm gonna skip lines. So the next one is gonna be yellow, but I'm just gonna skip over it. So I'm gonna do every other line red, and then I'll go in and paint the empty ones yellow, since we're doing stripes. Beautiful. And as you can see, I messed up a little bit. I didn't stay in the lines completely, and that's totally fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just doing our best, making it work. We're having fun, and we're learning how to be better artists just by practicing. That's the only way you can become better at art. Just practice, practice, practice. Put in your best effort. And I know you guys are gonna get better at art every single day, as long as you practice. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, I am so happy with how this princess turned out. It looks just wonderful. I really like the background I did on this one, where I just did some green grass at the bottom, and then I did some blue, leaving some space for some clouds. So I'm gonna recreate that. You, of course, can do any background you want. You could do it all one color, you could do it pink, you could do it purple, you could draw a castle behind them. It's your choice. We did learn how to draw castles this week in our earlier lesson, so you could maybe put that skill to use, or you could draw whatever you want. That's the beauty of creating your own masterpiece. You are in charge of what the background looks like. So I'm just gonna do some jagged lines. It'll look like grass. I'm very carefully going around my princess so I don't mix the colors too much. Doing my best, making that green grass. Beautiful, the grass is done. Now I'm just going to do my blue sky, leaving space for clouds every so often. Beautiful. I'm just filling in that last part of our art piece, which is the background. And then we're gonna be finished with this beautiful princess. Can't wait to see how your princesses turned out. I'm sure they all look so beautiful and unique with your own spin on it. And I'm still taking my time to color around the lines. We're trying our best to color inside the lines, because that's what we do if we had a regular coloring book page. That's what we have to think about this as, our own coloring book page that we made. Fabulous. That is our finished product. We have two beautiful princesses. Oh, I love them. They turned out so nice. Oh, that looks great. I'm so happy with how these turned out. They were so much fun. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I will see you all in the next video lesson.